This may be the most delicious roasted tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich. Let's do it. You want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees. So today, what could be the undisputed king of soups, tomato soup. We're going to need a good sized roasting tray, but I'm going to stick this to one side for a moment because we've got a few little bits of prep we need to do. And the first ingredient for the roasting tray, we want some red onions. Really simple. Chop off the tops. So take your onion, chop off the tops, peel away the skin. When you're peeling your onions, you'll see that there's always this outside layer that's a little bit rubbery, a bit sort of leathery. You want to get that off. Sometimes it can be the second layer that you want to remove as well. So I'm going to get both of those off in this case. It's just that the skin is a little tough. There we go, look at that, really like rubbery and leathery. So get rid of that. And now all we're going to do is nip off the root. And you just want to roughly chop the red onion. We're going to be roasting it anyway, so it doesn't have to be fine. So onions in, keep them in halves. We'll break them up in a minute. Just get those in. And then we want a bulb of garlic. We're not going to necessarily use the whole bulb, but just because it's going to be roasted, it will be milder. And then just thinly slice off the top of the garlic. And then we're just going to chuck this whole bulb in there, along with the onions. Right, so I have two tomato-y tips for you for this tomato soup. The first tip, give me a second. The first tip, use a wide range of different tomatoes. So we've got these sort of medium-sized vine tomatoes. I can't remember the name of them. We've got some really good quality cherry tomatoes. We've got a couple of big, I guess these are beef tomatoes or salad tomatoes. And then we have some baby plum tomatoes. So you basically want to sort of cover the whole wide range of tomato flavours. This is a tomato soup after all. So you want to really sort of pack it out with all of the different tomato flavours you can. And tip number 2, this is a great one. These stalks, all of these stalks or vines have an incredible fragrance. These are what really have the classic tomato fragrance that you're probably familiar with. The tomatoes have it also, but to a much lesser degree. So these add an incredible perfume and flavour to our soup. So basically, remove all of the tomatoes and these vines, stick them to one side, and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do with them a little later on. Stay tuned. In half. And very, very simply, you just want to chop the tomatoes into pieces, at least the bigger ones anyway. These average sized vine tomatoes, just in half, simple as that. Chuck the tomato into the tray with the onion and the garlic. And for these plum and cherry tomatoes, just dump them straight in. And you want to drizzle everything in some extra virgin olive oil. A nice drizzle of olive oil. I'm not going to season these just yet, not really any point at the moment. We're going to roast them off, then they go into a pan where we're going to season and finish our soup. There we go, so the oven has been on for about 10-15 minutes, preheating to 180. Pop your vegetables into the oven and we're going to roast those off for roughly half an hour to 45 minutes. So while the tomatoes are in, we're going to crack on with the grilled cheese sandwich. You want a nice large mixing bowl. You want a box grater. We want a good quality extra mature cheddar. And so for our delicious, indulgent, gooey grilled cheese sandwich, grate the cheddar cheese out into the bowl, and for a grilled cheese sandwich, the rough rule of thumb, pretty much 2 handfuls per sandwich, just to give you a rough idea. Next, we need a hydroplane and parmesan. We want to grate in roughly the same amount of some lovely aged parmesan. Again, equal amounts of both. So grate out the Parmigiano. Keep a little bit of Parmesan aside. We're going to be using this to finish off the grilled cheese sandwich at the end. Next, we want to mix this up. Give it a good mixing up with your hands. And that there is our delicious cheese mix. Great meltability, and the Parmesan complements the cheddar perfectly for this one. So that goes to one side for a tick until we need it. The next ingredient we're going to need for the grilled cheese is our bread in a really good quality, large white farmhouse loaf. Bit of space here. We don't want a little thin grilled cheese. We don't really want it to be odd shapes or whatever, at least I don't anyway. I try and get a nice, good sized square white farmhouse loaf, and we want to cut the slices, I don't know, about 1/2 inch thick, give or take. We just don't want them thin, basically. And so we're gonna cut off a nice couple of slices of this. My little trick to keep this even, cut down a bit from the top, turn it on the side, cut round that way, then the bottom, and then kind of join up to where you were previously, and then just gently cut down through the middle. And that, as you can see, is really nice and even, as is that piece. About there, about 1/2 inch thick roughly. Cut the top, turn it on the side, cut into it that way, cross the bottom, match it up with the line, and you can kind of just work around it that way. Keep it as even as you can. And there we go, that's what we're looking for. Thick enough to hold up to the cheese and the grilling, but not so thick that it's, well, gonna be unpleasant to eat. Same again. Cut off some nice 1/2 inch thick slices of the bread, and then like I said earlier, the rough rule of thumb, pretty much 2 handfuls. Pop that into the bread. So the first handful is on, second handful, stick all these little bits back in there, and you can keep a kind of a pile in the middle a little bit because it'll all melt out, so that helps keep everything in. Lid on, give it a gentle press down, and that there is ready to go. So at this point, our tomatoes should be perfectly roasted off. They've been in there for a good 1/2 hour, so get those out of the oven, and the first thing you want to do is take the bulb of garlic, squeeze out a few cloves of the garlic, squeeze out the beautiful soft pureed cloves into the tray. Now do it. And you want to pour everything out into a Dutch oven. And we want to pop everything into the Dutch oven. Or a saucepan. Juice and all. Turn the heat to medium. At this point, season, salt, freshly ground black pepper. And so, those tomato stalks, give them a squeeze, and chuck those in. And then you want to pour in some vegetable stock to just cover all of the vegetables. And let's get that up to a simmer. And you want to simmer this off for about 10 to 15 minutes. The tomato stems will infuse the soup with their beautiful fragrant flavour. Reduce it down a little bit to intensify the flavour. Then we're going to blitz, butter, cream, blitz again, adjust the seasoning if we need, and that is going to be an incredible soup. And then you want to remove the stems. So we're going to pick out the stalks. There we go, that's all the stalks out. Add some unsalted butter. In with some butter and some cream. And then get in there with a hand blender, or a stick blender as they're known. Blitz it up until it's really nice and smooth. Check for consistency. So, still a tiny little bit too thick really. Touch more of the stock, and also a little dash more cream. From there, another stir. And then you can pop your soup to one side, ready to reheat when we need it. And there we have it. And so, you want to take a good non-stick frying pan, and the trick with a good grilled cheese sandwich is to be patient. Keep the heat on about medium, add a good knob of butter. A lot of people will butter the outside of the bread. I just chuck a nice generous amount of butter right into the pan. One last thing. A little pinch of salt. Few twists of black pepper. And you want to lay in your cheese sandwich. Our sandwich goes in. Press that down. We want the cheese inside to perfectly melt through and become nice and gooey. And we want the outside to get nice and toasty and crisp. And that is the key with a grilled cheese sandwich. Start it off low, keep turning it, introducing heat from top to bottom, meeting in the middle, and then a little secret trick that I'll show you at the end. So give it about a minute on one side, give it a flip. The first flip. And you just want to repeat this process, checking the sandwich every few minutes. Not really any meltiness going on yet. There we go, we're melting. And as soon as all the cheese is perfectly melted inside, the secret. Right, so now we're basically there. The cheese is beautifully melted inside. The magic touch. Take your Parmesan. You want to grate over some Parmesan. Flip quickly, grate over some more Parmesan, same again, flip again, repeat this a couple of times. And look at that, and we're gonna do it again. And you want the Parmesan to kind of toast or caramelize to the outside of the sandwich, which will give it a beautiful, cheesy, toasty crust. Trust me, this is the one. So there we go, look at that beautiful Parmesan-y crust. That makes all the difference. So let's give it a try. And once you're done, very quickly reheat your soup, and you want to spoon some of your lovely roasted soup into a bowl, and you want to finish the soup off with a little drizzle of some olive oil and a little drizzle of some cream, and there you have the most delicious roasted tomato soup. Cut the grilled cheese sandwich in half, and as you can see, gooey perfection. This is insane, this grilled cheese. A must try. Grilled cheese, tomato soup. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh yeah. That is awesome. That is such a great combo. So good. Rich, crunchy, creamy, tangy in the cheese. Outrageous. You need to try this. Right, I'm going to polish this lot off. If you can give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below, click subscribe. Full recipes you can find at thewckcountrykitchen.com. All the recipes are on thewckcountrykitchen.com. Sign up to my newsletter, and I'll see you in the next one.